All right, we are live, and I am out of character for once.
Oh my god.
So, I know, it's a shocker. So, I'm bored. I only have 2.5 days left of work, even less than that now. So, I figure why not do a chill stream? I haven't done a chill stream in a very, 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 very long time. And I have been joined by Lo-Fi, who unfortunately is in class right now, and Cassie.
Hello.
And anybody else who decides that they want to come on. How's it going, Skip? Darkside? Carol, how's it going? Some people are here. Well, this is just a chill stream, guys. I don't really have any topics. I mean, I could talk about that I know who got me banned on Twitter. And his name is Kenny. And he's a little bastard. And he actually got called out by one of the larger content creators in the Magic the Gathering community. Yes, this is my real voice. I'm not going to talk about Lo-Fi, shut up.
Ah, hi Skip. Yes, I'm here. I'm here. Ah, crap. My cable decided to go around my damn charge cable for my laptop.
Should we invite King on?
If King wants to come on,
all right.
We can.
You think he's going to behave?
It's King. He doesn't behave.
That's very true. Very true.
Good morning, James.
How's it going, guys? I'm assuming PRR is per. That's not happening right now. So, how you were supposed to go to a movie tonight?
Yeah, and
so I could live vicariously through you because I couldn't go to movies. And I haven't been able to go to a movie in a long time. So instead, you decided to watch Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle.
Yes.
Well, see, what did you think of it?
I actually really liked it. Oh, morning, King.
Of course, you need some.
Good morning.
So I know for a fact Lo-Fi did not like the new Jumanji movie. Apparently, Darkside didn't like it either. I did. I enjoyed it. It was not horrendous. It was fun. It was a fun movie.
It was terrible.
It was
fun. God, it was so bad.
Jack Black stole every single scene he was in.
I mean, that's Jack Black. What do you expect? He's a good comedian.
Carol, it's actually a really fun movie. It's got... Think of it this way. It is an evolution of Jumanji. It becomes a video game. Now, there's a lot of stuff that's not explained, like how Jumanji turned itself into a video game cartridge and then turned itself into a video game system. But we're dealing with a game that's magical. So you just kind of put your hands together and go, magic, don't have to explain shit.
Basically.
Oh, I knew that they were going to be remaking The Crow, Skip. Of course they're going to remake The Crow.
I didn't know they were going to remake The Crow.
Yeah, they're going to remake it.
Hollywood's lost all retrospective of the understanding of unique ideas, so now they're remaking shit.
Well, they kind of have to remake. They kind of have to remake shit. They have to.
Because they can't come up with a good idea on their own.
Well, all right, come up with a good idea, King.
I don't want to. I'm too lazy.
Or the fact that there's already so many ideas out there that there's nothing really new out there. It's just like music nowadays. It's all based off of something else. So what they want to do is they want to try and catch the nostalgia of what they got before. Like with The Crow. The Crow was a comic book movie. A lot of people don't realize that. And it was a really, really good movie, a really good adaptation of it. The problem
It was
is
a good movie.
that they lost their lead, unfortunately. And they instead of doing what they should have done and just kind of drop it or reboot it like they've done with so many things else, they wanted to continue it. And then they had Crow City of Angels, which was kind of crap, and then there was, I think, 3 direct to DVD sequels.
I think so.
One of them starred Kirsten Dunst.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Carol, you're a Hollywood Undead fan. Good on you. I'm a huge fan of Hollywood Undead. I know people shit on them, but you know what? I was also a fan of ICP. They had good music. I had all of the Jester Card albums. But yeah. So what are you gonna do? Well, you're gonna come. The movie that just came out, where the creatures can only find you by sound.
That actually was kind of an interesting idea. I haven't seen it yet, though.
All right. Well, guess what? That's kind of a rip-off of Tremors.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. I haven't had a chance to watch it, but I would believe it.
It's the same thing. Tremors was based off of sound and movement and things like that.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that it's a bad movie or a bad idea. It's just that there's a lot of, I mean, think of all of the movies that we have had since the 1920s. Everything is going to be based off of something else. And when we do get a truly unique movie,
like Super Troopers 2.
Ah! Yes, that comes out Friday. Crap, I'm gonna have to go down to Nashville to go see that. Crap.
I'm looking forward to that one.
I am too.
I want to see another mustache ride.
I was not a fan of the first Super Troopers.
What the hell?
What?
Do you understand comedy? That's
think?
gold. That's comedy gold.
No, it wasn't. I liked some of their other movies. I like Beer
It's
Fest.
classic slapstick.
A Quiet Place.
With
Yeah,
good
that's
comedy thrown in.
I
Some of the jokes that they played on there are literally things that some cops do for fucking fun.
Yes, but I did not enjoy the movie.
Oh,
I have it. I didn't enjoy it. It doesn't
Oh my
mean that
gosh.
it's not. It doesn't mean that it doesn't deserve a sequel. The problem is I'm not going to care about the sequel. I'm not. The Slam and Salmon I saw too. It does not matter that I didn't like the movie. I could say all day that it didn't deserve a sequel. But I'm not the core audience that they're looking to get.
For what they did to get it to have a sequel, they totally deserve a sequel. The only way that show got a sequel is because they did like what Ryan Reynolds did. They held a GoFundMe. Not GoFundMe. They did a Kickstarter, and then they also did like Indiegogo to get money to pay for the filming of the show because they knew that the comedy that they were going to be doing just wasn't going to be accepted by anyone within the political arena, especially anyone that's in the far left, because it's going to make fun of all that shit. It's going to make fun of every single thing they can make fun of.
When did Ryan Reynolds do something like host a Kickstarter, and for what?
He did for Deadpool. He did
not. He put up his own money for Deadpool. He didn't.
Yeah.
He did not.
Well, he didn't do a Kickstarter, but he raised money.
He did not crowdfund anything of Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds put up his own money and said, look, I will back this as a producer, but I get creative control. Fox went, but we want to do this. Ryan Reynolds said, I will walk. But we want to do this. I will walk.
Yeah.
And Fox went, okay, make your movie.
That's what I meant, though. It's like he got himself funded. They did similar to, I guess you could say it's not exact, but it's, you can say it's not exact. It's just the fact that they did like what he did. They took off of his and they found a way to produce the show and to get the show filmed without having to involve any of the major production companies.
Which is good.
And as such, it opens them up to so much more freedom.
No, I agree with that. I agree that being able to do your own movie opens up to a lot of freedom, and their
Yeah.
fans are the ones that are going to going to be the ones that make their money back.
Oh
But
hell
at the
yeah.
same time, there are people who did not like the movie.
Oh no,
So
I don't.
we're
I don't disagree that there's some people out there that just don't like my family. When I watched with my family, my uncle who's a state trooper, that's like his favorite movie ever. He's a cop and he thinks that movie's the best movie ever. I know a lot of cops who think it's a great movie. But
well,
then like my mom, totally offended by everything they did in it. Like my
like I
brother
said, it just
hates it because
wasn't
he
for
gets
me.
offended by it.
I
Yeah,
wasn't offended by anything by it. I just thought it was meh.
cheeky.
I thought it was meh.
I've
Uh,
always enjoyed it. It's like on my it's one of my top comedies, much like Euro Trip is one of my top comedies that I love.
oh, come on. Euro Trip, really?
Yeah, I love Euro Trip, man.
Things
All right.
that
Euro Trip.
Before we get into comedies, Akuma asks any expectations for Deadpool 2.
I expect it to be good.
yeah.
The first one was okay. I enjoyed all the stuff with Reynolds in it, but there's quite a bit of it they had going on within the movie that just it was like an attempt to steal the show from Ryan Reynolds' character. And you can't have two Deadpools in a movie.
Explain which character was trying to be more Deadpool than Deadpool.
I don't think it was so much trying to be Deadpool, but I really think that Negasonic Teenager, like that whole character scheme was like it was a brilliant idea, but I think it competed too much with Reynolds' character at times. I liked her character and I enjoyed the movie. It's there was just some points where her and his reactions or interactions were just for me for me I wanted to see heavy focus on just Deadpool and his complete crazy comedy.
I'm
No,
with
I
lo-fi. I'm with
yeah.
lo-fi on it. There were too much sass. There was too much who's trying to outsass who, and we needed more variety.
Well, more characters like Colossus that were taking it seriously, which I do believe that we'll get with Cable and things like that. But again, we don't know what the story is right now with Deadpool 2. We have no idea what the story is.
They've released nothing for like storyline or anything. We've got Deadpool, that's all, and we know that we've got Cable, and we know that Colossus is making a return with Negasonic Teenager.
Yeah, Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
Yeah.
Which is an amazing.
I just don't want to say it all the way because it's too long.
It is an amazing superhero name, but also at the same time, Negasonic Teenage Warhead is a completely different character than the one that we got. The one that we got was Cannonball, which they can't have now. But so I think it's going to be a great movie. But let's talk about some of our favorite movies, shall we? Let's talk about movies. Why not?
Let's
All right,
do this.
you want to talk about favorite comedies? Aside from Super Troopers, which you said is your favorite, is Super Troopers your favorite comedy?
No, I wouldn't say that's like my favorite, but it's one of my tops. That and Euro Trip are two of my top favorites.
Okay, so what's your favorite comedy?
It's been a while, so because I don't get to watch that much TV anymore. You'd have to give me a minute. Like those are the two that come to mind. The most recent come to mind because I've recently watched those.
All right, Cassie, what is your favorite?
Fuzz is amazing. Lo-fi Hot Fuzz is fucking amazing.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I love that one, but it's not my favorite.
What's your favorite?
My favorite is a tie between Robin Hood Men in Tights and Spaceballs.
See, I loved both of those, but my personal favorite out of those, and I'd have to say it's in my top 5, is the Blazing Saddles.
All right. So, my favorite, hands down favorite comedy, hands down, that I can watch every single time it comes on, is Men in Tights. Robin Hood Men in Tights is a masterpiece in comedy.
Yes,
And
it is.
I can say that with a definitive statement because it had everything. It broke the fourth wall twice in just the stupidest ways by doing the camera showing up and breaking the glass while she's singing in the tub, having the boom mic. Okay, the whole fight scene between him and Little John, and then the river is just this tiny little thing, and he falls over and he screams that he can't swim. You know, the character's name, Dave Chappelle's character being named a sneeze or a chew, and everybody says bless you. The throwback joke at the end where they make him sheriff of Rottingham, and he goes and everybody goes a black sheriff, and Blinken goes grabs Will Scarlett O'Hara and goes he's black, and then he looks at the camera and goes it worked in Blazing Saddles. Come on, Robin Hood Men in Tights, one of the most definitive fucking comedies ever. Now they're saying stuff like Rocky Horror Picture Show, Naked Gun, Monty Python and the Holy Grail, Life of Brian. Look, those are all amazing comedies. Monty Python and the Holy Grail has an amazing ending where it just fucking stops. And when the first time I saw it, I went, "What the fuck did I get the wrong? Where's the rest of the movie?"
When I got older, that's actually how my dad said that he's had like 2 D&D campaigns end, where basically shit just got so screwed up. His DM went, "Okay, fuck it.
We're done.
You all get arrested,
and y'all get arrested and killed." I'm
not taking anything away from Monty Python. I'm not taking anything away from Rocky Horror Picture Show. I'm anything like that. But Mel Brooks is a absolute comedic genius.
Yes.
And he has perfect timing with everything he does. It's just my favorite.
They asked him recently, would you write another comedy or do another comedy, much like Blazing Saddles or much like Spaceballs or Robin Hood Men in Tights? And he's like, to do those ones right now, we would, for me to be able to do any of that stuff, we would have to not have the political environment that we do. It's like I could never reproduce and put out a Blazing Saddles like movie.
Spaceballs 2 is supposed to be coming out. Spaceballs 2, he's supposed to be working on Spaceballs 2 right now. There's no way that it can come out in this political climate. There's no way that it could come out, and that fucking sucks.
Yeah, he knows it. If he knows that if he produces it, he's gonna get burned.
All right, King, you still have not given us your favorite comedy.
Some of my top favorites.
No,
my
not
top 5.
No, your favorite.
I'm not talking top 5.
What's 4 Rooms? Really?
Yeah, I love 4 Rooms.
Not bad.
The whole end of that when you have Bruce Willis
and Quentin Tarantino
and Quentin Tarantino, and they're doing the cigarette lighting scene, and he's just fed up with the rest of his life, and he's like, fuck everything and fuck all of you, and he doesn't even light the cigarette right the first time, and he just chops his fucking finger off. I laughed so fucking hard. I have to go back and watch that. Every time I watch a movie, I rewind it and watch that over and over and over because it's so fucking funny.
But you know that each of the 4 rooms was directed by a different person. That was the deal. That was the whole deal of it.
Yeah.
It was also it's another good movie. I'm not gonna lie.
That's a classic in my opinion. It's one of the good classics. That's just like you couldn't do that show right now. You couldn't do that.
No, Grim. We're not talking about schlock comedy. He brought up Trauma. Poultrygeist, Night of the Chicken Dead, which I have seen.
What the hell?
It's horrible. It is so fucking bad. It's Trauma, dude. You can't take Trauma fucking seriously.
Oh God, no. No.
All right, so those are
dead.
You said your comedy, right, Cassie?
Yes.
All right, Lo-Fi, what was yours? Did she say it already?
Let me scroll up in chat really quick.
Shaun of the Dead?
Shaun of the Dead is amazing.
Fucking
Shaun of the Dead's really good. I like that one.
I love Shaun of the Dead.
Of course, fucking zombies. Okay, so
if you can make fun of zombies, it's pretty classic.
Waterboy's pretty good too. I'll sit down and watch Waterboy a lot.
There's very few Sandler movies that I've really loved, and that was one of the ones that I was okay with. Happy Gilmore was one of my favorites of his. Really enjoyed that.
So okay, All right, we'll go since Lo-Fi said Shaun of the Dead. Favorite horror movie?
Oh, oh man.
Oh
Now
God.
this now I am when we're talking horror, I am encompassing slasher flicks if you want, but I am talking.
I would have to say American Werewolf in London. Or American
Ooh,
Werewolf, the
I'm with you
original.
on that one.
The original, like the first
yeah,
one
that
that
was
they
a
did.
good one. That had some really good special
That
effects.
one was actually had some good scenes in it that scared the fuck out of you. But I mean, I'm not as big of a fan of horrors as I should. I'm just not as big of a fan of horrors.
Akuma, I said slasher is encompassed into horror because of the jump scares and things like that. But that's a good choice. The transformation scene in that movie scared the shit out of me.
Oh
I
God,
was like,
yeah.
That
oh
was
my
fucking.
god.
That was
I was
ridiculous.
traumatized. I was like, oh my god. I remember watching this. I was like 14, 15 when I first watched that. And that
Lo-Fi's
scene just,
Lo-Fi's got
oh
a
my
good.
god.
Lo-Fi
What's
says the
hers?
thing. The thing.
Oh my
Oh
god,
God.
yes. And I didn't watch that until my
Yes.
late 20s.
Fuck that movie. Fuck that movie. That movie is
I,
paranoia amplified to 100. That
oh
movie
my
was
god, that
fucking
one,
great.
and then they did the second Thing movie, the
Which
new
was
one.
which
And
was the beginning, which was the prequel.
it was the prequel to the second one, the very first one made. And oh my god, it was amazing. And I didn't think I was going to like that show at all. My buddy's like, "You've never watched Thing?" And I'm like, "No." And he's like, "Well, you're going to sit down and watch it right now." I'm like, "Okay." We watched that whole dog scene. Like, oh man, that freaked the fuck out of me. Oh my god.
Oh no, no, Vin, don't bring up Night of the Living Dead. Don't. No.
No.
All right, Cassie, what's your
The new one
favorite?
or the old one? I mean,
No,
the
he's
original or the new one?
1960s. He's
The
talking black and white.
Okay.
1960s. Well, then I'm not gonna say because you'll get all scared and shit.
I'm not gonna get all scared and shit.
It's the Night of the Living Dead.
Is it really?
Yes, that was actually one of the first ones I actually watched.
The
And
rape scene is
I
just
was
kind
like
of.
4 years old.
Oh my god.
You
I
watched
started-
Night of the Living Dead at 4 years old. Your
Yeah, I
parents are horrible.
My
I
parents
watched,
also let me watch Rocky Horror at 6. So I mean, come on
Rocky
now.
Horror is okay. All right,
Rocky Horror is not even terrifying. It's
No,
just
it's
like
not
comedy.
it's definitely
It's
a comedy.
huge comedy, but
Okay.
still.
I have to
Yeah,
go with I'm not as classic as the 1960s Night of the Living Dead, black and white, which was very, very good.
Yeah.
So good, in fact, it made me sleep with the lights on for 2 weeks when I was 10 after my
terrifying.
mom was like, "Here, you want to see real horror? Watch this." Thanks, Mom.
You know
Thank
what?
you for my
You know what
fear
I
of
thought
zombies.
was a good
Oh.
surprise kind of semi-thriller show recently that I've been sat down and watched. I didn't really get into it. I didn't think I was going to get into it at all. I actually sat down and watched Stranger Things, and there's a lot of scenes in there where they amp it up or they pump up the scene
You
and the
just watched
suspense in it.
Stranger Things.
Yeah, I
Where the
wasn't too
fuck
keen
have
on
you
wanting to
been?
watch it.
Where the
I just
fuck have you been?
I just haven't been one of those people that's been keen on wanting to watch the show.
So my
It's
favorite horror movie, hands down, I know almost everything about it, is the original Jaws. Favorite
Oh, yeah,
horror movie of all time.
Yeah.
that was a classic. That was a Spielberg classic right there.
Yeah, but he was forced.
That was
to
when
do
he was
that.
making
It
good
forced-
shit before he started doing stuff like he just recently did with Ready Player One.
He was forced to make it that scary though. He was forced
Oh,
to have
yeah.
the anticipation because the shark never worked. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Jaws, hands down, favorite horror movie of all time. Okay. Well, Akuma,
Favorite
you are no
sci-fi.
Akuma, I can no longer be your daddy. I'm sorry
What did he say?
that he wasn't a fan of Jaws.
Oh, why?
He didn't say he hated it and he wanted to watch the world burn. He just said he wasn't a fan of it. Now go apologize to him.
I'm not
I
going to apologize
apologize,
to him.
Yes, you are.
Okay, so you want to do sci-fi next? All right, sci-fi.
Let's do sci-fi.
Because I have to start thinking.
Definitely not
See
going to
you-
be Stargate or Star Trek or Star Wars for me.
See you later, Vin.
Bye, Vin.
Okay, no one. All right, mine. It kind of encompasses the horror. Favorite sci-fi film, Alien, hands down.
Yeah,
It's
that's
got
definitely in my top
it's got the perfect mix of suspense, horror. It's got sci-fi. I mean, it's a huge sci-fi. Yeah, it's a huge sci-fi film. And lo-fi is in agreement. So yeah, Alien.
You too.
Well, wait,
Alien.
Alien or Aliens? Lo-fi. The first one or the second one? Oh, she likes the second one. I can't. That one was a huge sci-fi, battle, the Space Marines, the whole thing. So, lo-fi, much love. That was a good one too. But I love the dark gothic nature of the first Alien movie. What about you guys?
I'm with you. I'm with the original Alien.
Yeah, the original is good. The two Prometheus thing.
No. Don't. We don't talk about those. Those don't exist. We don't. Quiet, King. Those exist in a whole completely different universe that doesn't have anything to do with the original Alien series because they suck.
They weren't amazing, but they weren't terrible either. The end of Prometheus was it Prometheus or Covenant?
Charlize Theron didn't understand to run to the left or right.
Yeah, good point there. That was
super smart scientists that have mastered the art of space travel go to an alien planet that they know nothing about and take off all of their stuff. Hey, there's a giant snake vagina monster. I want to pet it with my glove off. What the fuck is?
What are these spores? Let's breathe them in. It's amazing. Oh. I was like, oh my god, seriously.
We're not going to defend that. We're not going to defend Alien Covenant because Alien. Yes, and how did the geologist get lost when he had a fucking map of the fucking mountain that was in 3D because his probes gave it to him? No, you're defending. See, you're defending the fucking movies, and that's not.
I didn't say it was a great movie. I just said it was. I liked it for what it was. I didn't say it was in the top best. I'd have to say.
We're talking about your favorite sci-fi.
My favorite sci-fi.
No,
if I had to choose a movie,
different.
Yeah, if I had to choose my favorite sci-fi based movie, it would have to probably be Stargate.
Okay, that's not bad.
I really liked that movie. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the Breakoff TV series setup more, along with Atlantis, and consequently the most recent Stargate TV series that was just released. That's very, very good.
All right. Yeah, I can't argue with that.
It spawned a lot. It's basically it's done for itself. That movie's done for MGM what Star Wars has done for Lucas and what Star Trek has done for itself as well. It's one of
Bloodletter 87.
It's an iconic.
Brings up another good one, which would be my second favorite, which is The Fifth Element.
Yeah, Fifth Element's awesome. Definitely my top 5. Multipass?
Lilo Dallas Multipass. Yes,
he knows it's Multipass.
But
oh my god. I freaking loved what is his name? The black guy from that one.
You're talking about Ruby Rod. I knew you were going to say Ruby Rod.
Of course.
Oh my god, he's fucking hilarious. He is fucking hilarious. The whole scream, the shrill girl scream that he can pull off. I'm like, oh my god.
I wouldn't consider.
I never knew a black man could scream like a woman.
I wouldn't consider Crow sci-fi. Crow is definitely a comic book genre, though. All right, let's go off that favorite comic book movie.
Spawn, probably.
The movie.
I'd have to say Spawn or Blade 1.
King.
What?
We can't be friends, man. Spawn, really?
I enjoyed it. And only because that's the movie that actually got me into watching comic book movies. I would have to say if my favorite, like the best one that I've enjoyed the most, would probably be Blade 1.
Okay. See, you have redeemed yourself.
Yeah, I
That's
enjoyed
great.
Blade 1 a lot. I actually enjoyed the whole trilogy a lot.
Lo-Fi's
doesn't-
favorite is Winter Soldier, which is a lot of people's favorites.
Of
Yeah.
course.
I could see that. It was good. It was a good. Even the first one, like when you're looking at a lot of the Marvel Universe movies, Winter Soldier is definitely in the top best. Even the first Captain America was great.
So
I think that they did a great job introducing Steve Rogers and building that character best out of all the trilogies.
Oh, Carol, you are starting to become my favorite person on stream right now.
Uh-oh, what did she say?
She says Batman Begins just because she likes Scarecrow. Scarecrow's
Actually,
Yeah.
Carol, that's my
Scarecrow
exact
is my
one.
favorite. Yeah, Scarecrow is my favorite Batman villain.
Oh my god, mine
They
too.
did a good job with Scarecrow.
So you're saying that Batman Begins is your favorite comic book movie, Cassie?
Yes, because of Scarecrow. I'm sorry, I have always loved Scarecrow. He's always been one of my favorite Batman villains. And when I found out he was in it, I may have gotten a little moist.
See now, I'd have to say my favorite out of the Batman series was like I really enjoyed the new trilogy a lot, but I really enjoyed the very first Batman movie made in the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Michael Keaton. Yes, very much.
Yeah,
So.
Michael Keaton Batman was great.
Now, my favorite comic book movie is Hellboy. I love Hellboy.
That's a good one. I didn't like the Golden Army as much, and I'm really excited for the reboot.
I would rather them do a third movie than a reboot.
I don't know why they ain't doing. I don't know why they're not doing a third movie, but I'm interested in the reboot. It looks good. The guy that they picked to play Hellboy was a pretty good choice, even though he's a giant, crazy social justice warrior. His acting's pretty good.
Well, that's the thing. He's not starring it anymore. He's stepping down to give it to someone else. But yes, they're doing. I personally would like to see a third Hellboy movie instead of a reboot, but they're doing a reboot.
Wait, who's stepping down?
Because the character is supposed to be Chinese and he's not. Whatever character he was supposed to play, he's stepping down and giving it to someone else.
You're talking about the guy that was the sheriff in Stranger Things who's now playing Hellboy.
He's put. Fuck me! God damn it!
Yeah.
God damn it! No!
Yeah.
No!
Yeah, the guy who played the sheriff.
No! No!
Calm down.
No! If I have to jump into Antoine and do my nopes, I will. But come on, seriously, he's not.
They already showed
Do it.
screenshots of it. It actually looks pretty okay. It's not terrible. He actually went out and he after they offered him the role, he went out and lost a shit ton of weight and really got himself in shape to do Hellboy.
Look,
he
the
put a
only
lot of work
person
into
who can
it.
actually play Hellboy is Ron Perlman. I don't give a.
Oh my god, yeah. There's no replacement for Ron
Hellboy.
Perlman's character,
No.
but I mean, for what they're doing for the reload, it looks okay.
I'm pissed.
They did their best to make him look as close to Ron Perlman as possible, though, which is kind of funny.
Ooh, good choice, Skip. Darkman was another good one.
That was a good one, yeah.
Okay, this one.
Dick Tracy was one of my favorites too.
Oh, I love Dick
was a good
Tracy.
one. All right. 80s action movie. Because I can't say action because there's been so many good ones, but 80s action movie.
Gonna have to go with Die Hard.
I'm not surprised. Not surprised at all.
Yeah,
No,
I love Die Hard. Die Hard and Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon's mine.
Last
love
Action
Lethal.
Hero was 90s, not 80s.
Yeah. Although it was good. It was good. It's gained
Mhm.
it's gained weight in the years since since it was
Well,
in
because
theaters.
the concept was great. All right, Cassie,
Yeah.
what's yours? Ooh,
Lethal
ooh,
Weapon.
Mad Max 2 or Commando from Lo-Fi.
Oh,
Good choices.
yeah. Mad Max 2 was really good.
Yeah, I have to go. I'm right with you there, Cassie. Lethal Weapon. Speed was 90s.
Yeah, Speed was 90s.
No, I'm
As
with
was
Cassie
Speed
on this
2.
one. Lethal Weapon was just amazing.
Yeah.
It's it was what we needed for the time because there wasn't really any buddy cop. Yes, Predator was 80s. There wasn't any buddy
Yeah.
cop movies like that.
Yeah, and it was the best buddy cop movie so
No,
far, I think, ever
Predator is
made.
action. I mean, it's sci-fi and action. So, Carol, you're fine with either or. Spawn was
Yeah, it can
90s.
span two genres. Spawn was 90s.
But yeah, Lethal
The
Weapon
only things
just
that you
was
had from the 80s that was comic books that I remember was Dick Tracy and Batman.
Dick Tracy. No, Dick Tracy was late 80s.
No.
Batman. Well, there was also Superman. Don't forget Superman.
Oh yeah, yeah. You have the original Superman with
Yes,
what the
RoboCop
fuck
was
was that?
80s.
Yep, RoboCop was 80s.
Oh, actually, I don't know what the Running Man was. I think the Running Man was 89. I think we're pushing it. Okay, 90s action movies.
Hmm.
Mine's a little different. It's still a buddy cop movie, but mine's a little different.
Hmm. Oh God, I have to think.
All right, I'll go with mine then.
Yep.
Bad Boys. I love Bad Boys.
Bad Boys. Actually, like Bad Boys 2 more than I like the first one.
No, Bad Boys 1 was awesome. There was no problems.
Bad
with
Boys 1 was awesome.
Bad Boys 2 had so many fucking problems with it.
I really enjoyed Bad Boys 2.
How's it going, Lotus Wolf? Who the fuck are we? Well, my name is Antoine. I am host of Help for the Guildless and the Proper Villains. Lo-Fi is one of my co-hosts for the Proper Villains, and Cassie and King are friends of mine. That's who we are.
Excuse
It
me.
had a lot of problem comedy. Truth.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm about to be jumped on. Cassie is also a co-host of mine on Caffeinated or Die.
Thank you.
And
You're
Antoine is a regular returner on my show when I run it, which is Night Rides.
So, Starship Troopers, Lo-Fi says Starship Troopers.
Starship Troopers was classically awesome. I
Yeah.
enjoyed that movie. I enjoyed the fuck out of that movie.
Underworld was 2000. It was
Yeah.
Double Ops. Now, now everyone would think 90s. You think 1999, which of course is The Matrix, which is an amazing sci-fi movie,
Yeah.
cyberpunk movie, and action movie. But I kind of, I lost my taste for The Matrix when the second and third one came out.
Yeah. No. No. I can't even watch.
The second and third one
anymore.
ruined the Matrix series. It ruined it for me completely.
Well, if you're too famous to be here, Lotus Wolf, thank you for showing up for whatever time that you were here.
Who's Lotus Wolf? And why are they so much more famous than us?
I don't know. I don't know who Lotus Wolf is either.
Who the fuck are you, Lotus Wolf?
Shut up, Graham. All right. Let's move on to a different sports movies.
The comedic sports movies or sports movies?
Just favorite sports movie.
I would have to say, oh my god, there's so many good ones. Moneyball is one of my favorites.
Really?
Yep.
I'm with Low. Basketball.
Basketball is favorite sports comedy. It's one of my favorite sports comedies.
I won't say it's my favorite, but favorite sports comedy. It's up there. My favorite sports comedy would have to be Major League.
Yeah, that was a good one
I
too.
love Major
But my
League.
favorite
Angels in the
sports
Outfield.
movie- Dodgeball is a good one. My favorite
Dodgeball is
sports
good.
movie is hands down The Longest Yard. But actually, and
Oh
it's a
yeah.
tie for both of them.
Okay, I was gonna say, are you gonna say the 1970s or 1970s 80s one or the current 2000s one?
No, I like them both equally. Now,
I
I
do too.
like that in the first one, in the 70s one, they showed more of Tin Cup's a good one too. They showed more of the cons fucking with the guards, but the Adam Sandler one, the newer one, had more story to it. Like it was all about the rivalry between the guards and the cons in the 70s. In this one, there was actually story behind it.
Yeah.
Sticking it to the guy. So it's there, but there's a lot of great sports movies out there. Tin Cup is amazing. We're talking Angels in the Outfield was pretty good for a comedy. Then we have Field of Dreams, which is absolutely amazing.
That's a classic. That is definitely a classic. I've enjoyed that movie.
Yes.
So it's I also, and if we're talking, we can go to different genres too. We're talking football. Well, all right. I also love Necessary Roughness. But then there's hockey. Okay, name a favorite hockey movie. Slapshot.
My favorite hockey movie would be the fuck. It's the one that's in Alaska.
That Miracle.
Is it Miracle? The one that's not Miracle. Miracle's the true story of the 1980s hockey Olympic hockey USA hockey team. No, it's the movie. It's who the hell's in that? It stars fuck Ocean's 11. Danny Ocean. Who played Danny Ocean? God, it's fucking escaping me at the moment.
George Clooney.
Yeah, stars George Clooney. Or no, it doesn't star George Clooney. It stars
It's Mystery Alaska.
Yes, Mystery Alaska. That is a great hockey movie. Thank you, Carol. You are a saint. Thank you so much.
Lotus Wolf says Mighty Ducks. There are a ton of great sports movies, and there are some bad sports movies too.
I'll tell you the truth. I really enjoyed Mighty Ducks, but I liked the second one the most because it's more iconic to me. I just enjoyed the storyline more. And you know what I found out is
Remember the Titans is a tearjerker. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it is.
That's another good
the greatest
one.
Game ever played.
And then there's We Are Marshall, which was really good. Yep. And we're not even talking about things like The Sandlot.
Yeah, The Sandlot's a classic, though.
Oh yeah.
That's my favorite baseball movie.
Really?
Yeah, it's my favorite baseball movie.
No, Major League's my favorite.
Technically, we could say Space Jam is a sports movie too.
It is. It's a sports comedy in a way.
All right, so
he's a kid, man, just because of the Bugs Bunny rap.
All right, let's move on from sports since we have determined there. We probably should have done that by sports.
So many of them.
Yeah.
Let's move on to romantic comedies.
Fuck. Hitch.
Really?
It's it's my favorite because it's got a lot of good memories. That's one of my wife's favorite movies, and that's actually the first movie her and I watched together on a date. And it was the first time I'd watched it ever, and we watched together on a date, and then we made out after. It's got a lot of good memories.
Aww.
While You Were Sleeping is a good one.
The movie either on our anniversary or our birthday, which are coming up. We watch that every year. We take a date. We go on a date night. We go out. We have a romantic dinner. We come back home and we watch Hitch, and then we hang out.
Lo-Fi says The Princess Bride.
Princess Bride is mine.
Oh yeah, that's a
I'm
great
sorry.
one.
That was the first one I watched, and I cannot find another one to top it. I love that movie to death. That is
That
one I can
movie
sit down and keep rewatching over and over
Oh
again.
yeah, that movie I have consistently used scenes from that movie to explain advanced game strategy with people, and then also just because it's
All right, so I'd have to say my favorite rom-com is a tie between Sleepless in Seattle and You've Got Mail.
Good choices.
those are both pretty good ones. Those are both pretty good. Not my favorites, but they're both pretty good.
The
Oh,
Wedding
your favorite
Singer is
romance?
The Wedding Singer is
Oh,
really
you
good,
know-
but it's more remembered for its soundtrack than it is
Yeah.
for the actual story.
Yeah. You know what's my mom's favorite, and also one of my in my top 5 would be Jewel of the Nile and Romancing the Stone. Those two movies are great.
Yeah.
They're not my favorites by any means, but they're very good.
All right. Suspense.
I'd almost say The Thing, because that show really that show got me.
You can't use something that you already used.
Yeah,
Silence of the Lambs.
Silence of the Lambs is a top one. I'm with you there, Cassie.
That introduced me into suspense, and
That introduced me to Sir Anthony.
Me too.
Oh my God! Sir Anthony Hopkins is amazing.
Yeah, sorry.
Hello, Clarice.
That will always be my all-time favorite suspense is Silence of the Lambs.
His character, oh my God, his character is just in the pit scene.
Like he's so perfect for that.
He fit him so well. I'm like, I don't know. I every time, like, he did that movie so well that there have been quite a few movies that I've watched him in that I'm thinking of that movie the whole time.
Exactly.
Because it's so good. It's so good. He plays him so well. And he's just got that evil, maniacal look on his face. He just knows how to play it so perfectly. It's even watching Thor, the Thor movies, I was thinking of him during those, and he did such a good job playing Thor's dad.
Yeah.
I'm oh man, yeah, he's a classic. He's a good classic actor. Him and Liam Neeson. At first, when I first started watching Liam Neeson movies, I wasn't as big of a fan of him, and then as time went on, he has completely grown on me.
Yeah, I didn't even realize who Liam Neeson was until oh God, I forgot what movie I was watching, and I clearly knew who he was, and I'm like, oh wait, I've seen him in like all this other stuff. Oh, so I do like him. Okay, cool.
Like, I watched him in Star Wars, and it never registered for me. And then it was years later that's when the Kidnap series that he did, the trilogy. The hell is what is that movie series called? His daughter gets kidnapped, and he finds them. That's when I was like, oh my God, that's Qui-Gon Jinn.
Yeah.
That and Batman Begins. He was a great villain in that. Oh my gosh, he played a great Ra's al Ghul.
Yes.
I was so impressed. I'm like, this is a man who literally he made it believable, just like Anthony Hopkins. He made it believable that he would willingly let the world burn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did not give a fuck. He was going to let them burn themselves and destroy themselves, just like Anthony Hopkins. His character set you up and let you fail on your own, and he saw it. He knew what your weaknesses were, and he wasn't going to exploit it. He was just going to let you exploit yourself.
Exactly. And that's
that
like
is
the
a
ultimate
great
porn
bad
right
guy.
there.
That's the
Yeah.
ultimate bad guy. The ones that don't, they're like, I'll let you kill yourself because you're going to. I can see it already happening. That's why I think I like I can't say the Joker's like that, but that's why I like the Joker Joker's character so much, is because you get into it. Like, Joker is his character, and his interactions with Batman. It's that Silence of the Lambs interaction that you get between the two of them, that you get between between Anthony Hopkins and the FBI girl in Silence of the Lambs. You get that experience. Like, those interactions are just golden, and those are that movies that have a type of interaction like that. For me, they're movies that just, I enjoy them over and over and over and over and again. Like Silence of the Lambs,
Yeah.
I cannot begin to believe how many times I've watched that movie.
In all honesty, I am not a huge horror suspense person.
Me either.
I'm not. That's not my thing. But every time Hannibal or Silence of the Lambs comes on, my ass will sit down and watch it because
I'll
love
watch it
those
even through
movies
commercials.
So much. Yeah.
It'll be on fucking TV, and I'll be like, I know that they edited out a whole bunch of scenes. I don't care. I'm just gonna sit down and watch it because it's good. Just like Blade,
Yeah.
I'll sit down and watch all of Blade, all the way, even on TNT, TBS when it was played on live television. I watched it over and over. I didn't care.
So are we
Like,
still
I'll sit through the
talking? Are we still
commercials.
talking about suspense movies?
Yes.
Well, kind of. We're kind of talking about like how Anthony Hopkins and like Liam Neeson and them really totally just they totally make shows. They make it like they're like Anthony Hopkins' character was one of the best bad guys you could ever run into, because he knew what your weaknesses were and he wasn't going to exploit them. He's just going to let you exploit yourself, and that's what I loved about his character.
Okay, well, I was gonna say disturbing behavior, but yeah. Okay, so new genre. What do we got? Someone pick a genre.
Let's see.
Traditional romance movies. Not a romantic comedy, but romance. Love stories.
Casablanca.
That's a good one. Yep. Gone with the Wind.
Favorite. Kuma wants us to do favorite porn. That'll be next.
Oh my god! I've watched so many
Kuma,
porn clips,
all
but
of
not
it.
many movies.
All of it. Just for porn, all of it.
No, you got to pick a romance movie first.
Favorite romance movie?
Gone with the Wind.
Gone with the Wind. Another favorite of mine is The Notebook.
What about you, Lofa? The Notebook? Seriously?
Yeah, it was a good movie.
You pansy.
Oh yeah, that totally is like that. If you watch it too many times, it'll turn you into a fucking soy boy.
I bet your actual favorite movie is Brokeback Mountain.
Oh God. God no. That's like one of the worst Heath Ledger's movies ever.
Why can't I quit you?
What's worse is I got so many text messages from my guy friends saying that their girlfriends made them go watch that movie.
Oh my God.
All right, Lo-Fi wants us to do favorite musical.
Oh, Sound of Music.
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Okay. I guess
I got a sign from Antoine.
Wait, hold on. Mine's actually a tie between Rocky Horror Picture Show and Repo the Genetic Opera. Just saying. Okay.
That's a good one.
Shut it.
South Park bigger, longer. God.
Yes.
Little Shop
Yes.
of Horrors is good too. Little Shop of Horrors is good too.
Shop of Horrors is good.
Mine is a tie between Damn Yankees and West Side Story. Now, Damn Yankees.
Oh yeah, West Side Story is a classic.
Gets it just a little bit because of the song Lola, and it is the first musical that I ever watched. Yeah. West Side Story is more because I enjoy the songs.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I really enjoyed
definitely.
West Side Story. As much as
Sweeney
Sound of
Todd,
Music
really?
can
Sweeney
just.
Todd was a shit movie. Come on now.
Oh man,
It was a shit movie.
who
I'm
said that?
sorry.
Who said Sweeney Todd?
Uh,
Raz.
Razriel. Yeah, Takata.
Come on, Raz. You got to do better than that.
It was Johnny Depp pretending to be Sweeney Todd, pretending to be Jack Sparrow, pretending to sing. I'm sorry.
I don't like the Sweeney Todd
Pretending to
movie.
be Edward Scissorhands at points, like.
I don't like the Sweeney Todd movie at all, but I do like the stage musical because I've actually seen it multiple times, and I
That's
love
because
it.
anyone who
Sweeney
played
Todd is one of
Sweeney
my
Todd
favorites.
in the stage musical did a much better job than anything Johnny Depp did in that movie.
I did not like Grim Racer is asking if nobody's going to say Grease. I did not like Grease. I'm sorry.
I liked Grease, but it's I just it's not one of my top favorites.
Yes,
I'm the
Lova,
same way.
I understand Johnny Depp is hired to play Johnny Depp, but recently all of his acting has basically been a version of Captain Jack Sparrow.
Even in the new freaking Harry Potter movies, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Him was just I'm a magic version. Grindelwald is a magic version of fucking
Magical
Jack
Captain
Sparrow.
Jack Sparrow.
I don't know what's going on.
All right, let's go with.
I'm always confused and seem like I'm drunk.
Let's go with favorite animated movie.
Ooh.
Oh God.
I think people would hurt you if you didn't say Akira.
That's an anime. I said animated.
Oh, okay. Transformers.
You're talking like the 1980s Transformers animated movie?
Yep, the one where they kill Prime and every single child cried. I remember going to watch that so excited, and then they kill Prime within the first 15 minutes of the show. And like kids around, I watched parents pick their kids up and walk them out of the theater because they're bawling because Optimus Prime died and he was never coming back. And the only reason they did that was to remove the current toy line to introduce the new toy line. That's what the movie was there for. They introduced the brand new toy line with Hot Rod and Ultra Magnus and all of them.
Now,
and they kill Prime off.
I don't know if I can actually consider Who Framed Roger Rabbit an animated movie. Yes, there were animations in it, but it was not an animated movie. There were animated movie parts, but I'm not taking away from the fact that it was a great movie.
Oh, yeah, it's
that was the best one out of like the movies that are like that.
Oh my God.
What was that again?
She said give her half the movie then.
Yeah.
Okay, you got half the movie.
We'll give you half the movie.
Half the movie.
There you go.
Okay, favorite animated movie. Oh God. Someone said Fantasia 2000. Avrin said Fantasia 2000. It was a masterpiece. The problem I have is I've seen it 1,000 fucking times because my daughter ended up liking the music behind it, so it's not as much for me. Sword in the Stone was great.
That's a good one.
All of the classic Disney movies are really great, but
The Black Cauldron.
Especially when they don't remove all the porn in them.
I would have to say it. All right, if we are we counting Roger Rabbit as an animated movie?
I want it. I just like I want to count Space Jam as an animated movie because it's what I refer to those as more of a live action animation where you have an interaction of live action characters and the animated characters. It's like its own genre because you have Space Jam, you have Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and there's a few others that are out there that are really good.
All right, then I have to go with Lo-Fi if we're going to count that as an anime movie. I have to go with Who Framed Roger Rabbit. It was fucking amazing.
That was a good show.
Black Cauldron was also good.
Yep.
But yeah, if we're going to count it as an animated movie, I have to agree with Lo-Fi.
I mean, I liked Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I watched it a bunch as a kid, but I'm sorry, Black Cauldron will always be my all-time favorite animated movie because my dad also had me read the book, and that was the first instance of, okay, how is the book compared to the movie?
Ooh, Skip. Thank you. Someone remembers it. Flight of Dragons. Oh, I love
Was
that.
that again?
I love that. Flight of Dragons. Ooh.
I can't say I've seen that.
Oh, you got to watch it. We're talking.
Oh man,
We're
I'm gonna have to watch
talking
that one.
old school animation. It's not Disney. It's not Warner Brothers or anything like that. If I remember correctly, it's a guy. Think of something like Jumanji, where this guy goes into a store, he finds a board game, and he gets sucked into the world.
Really?
If it's what I'm thinking of, and it's fucking amazing. The animation, the story is great.
I've seen this.
Favorite monster movie?
There is a chance I may have nostalgia goggles on for it, but it was beautifully animated. Monster movie?
Yeah, favorite monster movies.
Oh God. Okay. Fuck. Godzilla vs. Mothra.
Okay. I'll give you that. Those are good. My favorite would be Gremlins.
Oh, wait. Okay, now Akuma just brought up a really good thing. Are we talking movie monsters and like vampires, werewolves, and stuff like that, or are we talking like giant monster movie?
Let's separate them.
Okay, so what are we doing first? Are we talking?
Let's just do the standard scary monsters.
That doesn't help me with the choice. Are you talking Dracula, werewolves, stuff like that? Or are you talking regular movie monsters or kaiju?
Let's do with like you could actually break it into three categories. You could do like the fantasy, like the traditional fantasy movie monsters, which are like Dracula, Frankenstein, or Frankenstein's monster, things like that. And then you can go into like the traditional made up monsters of Hollywood, such as Tremors, Gremlins. I think they're called the Hellraisers, the little the guys that change into the big giant ball. And then
those aren't Hellraisers.
What were the fuck were those things called? I can't remember what they were. I remember the movie only because they get into a big giant ball and roll people over. Yes. It's fucking hilarious.
It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember what they're called, but they're starts with an M, I think.
I'd have to say, out of those ones, the monsters that are like that, and then you have like your traditional fantasy-based movie monsters, and you have your kaijus.
Okay, so let's do traditional fantasy-based monsters first. So that's, vampires, werewolves, etc., etc.
Yeah.
So do that one first.
I have to say the original Dracula.
Okay, thank you, Skip. It wasn't a board game he went into at Flight of Dragons. It was a book.
A book?
Yeah. Okay, so...
Oh, so kind of like Neverending Story.
Yes, but a lot better.
Okay.
Lo-Fi says The Mummy with Brendan Fraser.
I'm with Lo-Fi.
That was a good one. That was a good... Actually, you know what? It wasn't amazing... And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it was a great movie by any means, but I actually kind of enjoyed the new Mummy with Tom Cruise in it.
I liked the new Mummy. I'm sorry.
Until it got to the very end there where it got a little kind of weird. It was really, really good.
That's because they wanted to fucking create the new dark universe. Okay. See, Lo-Fi's already got the ... dots because I enjoyed the new Mummy movie.
Here we go.
Lo-Fi did not like that one.
No,
Lo-Fi did not like that one.
But I have to agree with her. My favorite movie monster movie that I will watch every single time is The Mummy with Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, I enjoyed the fact that there's good comedy in it too.
Yeah.
It was well paced, very well paced.
No, Kong Skull Island was really good. That Kong Skull Island was fucking amazing, and it set up the kaiju world where they're gonna. Because the next movie that's coming out is King Kong vs. Godzilla, which again is a remake from the 70s, but it's going.
I'm actually looking forward to that one. I want to see that so bad.
Yeah. So all right, let's go with fantasy monsters then. The horror monster, the horror
genre monsters. Tremors, Gremlins, things like that. I,
Gremlins is mine.
Yeah, Gremlins is in my top, and the only reason being is because that movie scared the fuck out of me. Critters! That's what those were. Yeah, that show, man, that was a fucked up show.
Because they're fucking adorable, and they just they're fucking.
They make
adorable.
a big giant ball and they run you over and they kill you. Oh my god. I enjoyed Gremlins only because of the. I remember that was the first horror or scary movie I ever watched as a kid. I was 4 years old when I watched that, and I had nightmares for a month.
Aww.
I actually dreamed that they were. Yeah, I dreamed that they were in my bed trying to eat me. Like, it was, well, I mean, 4 years old, dude, you don't even know. I mean, these scary little fucking monsters come out there and they're trying to kill people. And they're popping out of your cupboard and shit, and they're grinding people's hands in blenders and.
All right, like, now, do we count Freddy Krueger among these type of monsters?
You could, because he's a monster. He's not like Anthony Hopkins, like Silence of the Lambs monster. He's like a actual monster.
All right, I'm gonna have to.
Same thing with Hellraiser.
See, I'm torn, and the reason why is because I love the Cenobites. The Cenobites are amazing.
Yep.
Which are from Hellraiser. So we're talking Pinhead and all of his little creepy dudes, which are great.
Oh yeah.
I love Gremlins. The Cenobites are not their own genre.
Well, she's saying Jason, Freddy, Halloween, they're their own monster killers.
Slasher killers. Okay.
Slashers, yeah.
Okay, then if we're doing it so we're going to split this into 4 then. So, okay, if we're going to do it that way, then it's a tie between Gremlins 2 and Tremors.
Why Gremlins 2?
Because it's hilarious.
I would say that's more of a comedic monster movie.
We're not talking we're talking about our favorite. We're talking about our favorite monster movies, not monster horror movies.
Yeah, good point.
So
I did enjoy those.
All I fucking want.
I'm not trying to give you a hard time. It's like, oh, that's kind of interesting one. Although your second choice there it's another good classic.
Really, Opal? Opal is in the chat and she doesn't fucking understand what Gremlins is.
You've never watched Gremlins?
At this point in chat, just reading it, there are a lot of these that are going, well, I haven't seen that, or what's that? I'm just going, oh my god. I thought I was bad. Boo, Opal, boo. Oh god.
Tremors is definitely one of my favorites too, though. That sparked off its own TV series. It sparked off its own movie series. It was a good play.
Should we bring Opal on?
That could be interesting.
Opal, did you want the link? You've never seen Tremors, Carol? You got to look it up.
Oh my gosh, Carol, you're missing out on life if you've not watched Tremors.
Okay,
you got to watch the first 2.
Okay,
Bert's my favorite character.
So
he's one of my favorite fantasy characters.
Telling us to move it along, so let's move on to slasher movie monsters, which would be Jason, Freddy, Cenobites, things like that.
I'd probably have to say Freddy is in my top. I'd really enjoyed Freddy.
What did you think of the new Freddy?
It was okay. Nothing matches the original.
No, and it never will. The original was great. The original Nightmare on Elm Street was my very first horror movie, which is what got my mom to go, "Oh, you like horror movies now? Let's show you, fucking Night of the Living Dead at 10 years old." So you're saying your favorite slasher monster movie is Nightmare on Elm Street?
Yeah, the very first one, yeah.
All right, Lo-Fi says Freddy vs. Jason.
That's a good one. I like that one.
Opal, the link is in your Discord DMs because fucking Twitter. Anyway.
Fuck Twitter. Fuck Twitter. Wait,
right,
hey, I missed that, by the way. What happened with Twitter and you getting banned? What the hell happened there? What put you in Twitter jail?
Let's get through the movie monster things first, and then we will go. Fuck you, Grim.
What did Grim say?
My Antoine's favorite movie is Dragon Ball Evolution. You could go suck a giant dick.
What the hell?
No one's favorite movie is Dragon Ball Evolution.
Is he demented?
Yes,
I think so.
Okay, so for me, my favorite slasher movie monster is a tie between Pinhead and Freddy Krueger.
I loved Pinhead and Freddy Krueger, both of them, because when you watch the movies, and whenever you walked by the back in the 90s when they had cassettes, VHSs, and then you also had even the DVDs. You looked at the original box cover art, and you had like Freddy Krueger with his hand, and then you have Pinhead. That's just like that picture's iconic. It's sealed. It burned into my brain.
Well, hold on. You're thinking of Hellraiser 3. Pinhead didn't actually show up on the box art until Hellraiser 3. And on top of that, Pinhead was also the hero in Hellraiser 1 and Hellraiser 2 because he was sent by Hell to go after the demons that it had escaped. It wasn't until Hellraiser 3 that Pinhead was like, y'all keep fucking with the box. Fine. So
I just like that art. That art is so...
Yeah, so if we're talking about Pinhead as a slasher movie monster, then we're talking about Hellraiser 3. But if you're talking about my favorite, like, that's the that's when he goes to fucking get... He takes over a club and starts throwing deadly lasers at people and shit. So, that... Like, it's a tie between Nightmare on Elm Street, because it was so iconic for me, and Hellraiser 3 because of some of the imagery that was burned into my mind because of it.
Our parents were so fucking abusive, and not in a bad way, but like, holy God, they let us watch shit like at 8 and 9.
Opal, if you want to see a really fucking
like that'd be sure years old. Like parents now, because we tortured ourselves off of that because our parents let us. Like, my first time seeing a boob on a movie was watching Sylvester Stallone's my first boob on with Sylvester was Renaissance. Oh no, not Renaissance Man. What the fuck? Not Judge Dredd, but it's such a simple word too, and I can't fucking think of it. The one where he gets sealed and comes back into the future.
Demolition Man.
Demolition Man. Yeah, that part where he flips on the TV and the girl's like naked. That's my first set of boobs.
That was your first. Oh my God.
Oh
my God. First boobies.
Oh my God.
All right. Let's move on. We're talking about kaiju now. So that's any of the giant monsters, so like Cloverfield, Godzilla, King Kong, etc.
The concept of Cloverfield and those monsters was good. I liked the concept behind them and how they came to be. I watched the most recent Cloverfield movie. It was not terrible.
Wait. Rasriel Takada says, I watched Child's Play when I was 4, and I was unlucky enough to own my own My Buddy doll. My father doctored it up with a butcher's knife and set it at the top of the stairs of my bedroom. My father is a goddamn legend.
Oh my God!
No.
That's terrifying. Child's Play. That character. Oh my God.
My dad has done some fucked up shit too, especially after he learned Arachnophobia. He made me watch the movie Arachnophobia, and then kept threatening to get the remote control tarantula, and he was going to start chasing me around with it.
Oh my God!
I'm like, yes.
All right.
So we watched that movie as kids. We watched Arachnophobia, and then my because I was really as a kid, I loved Home Alone. I loved Home Alone, and Buzz owns a tarantula, and so like for years I
Everybody
wanted
put
a
F.
tarantula.
Everybody press F for respects for Takata and Chad because that's
Yeah,
fucking amazing.
Yeah.
no, yeah, that's a big giant. That's awesome. But yeah, I always wanted a tarantula because Buzz in Home Alone had a tarantula, and my parents bought me one, and I left the cage open, like I left the top open too much. It squeezed out and it escaped.
Of course it did.
And not long before that, yeah, not long before that, my brother and I had watched Arachnophobia, and for like a week and a half, we were terrified this thing was going to kill us. It was hilarious. It was like now I look back at that, and I'm just like, oh my god.
All right, so let's
But,
talk about
man.
kaiju. So my favorite, I already said it. Godzilla vs Mothra, favorite kaiju movie.
Mine's Godzilla versus Mothra too.
I'd say the Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla. Just because Mechagodzilla is so fucking
Lo-Fi
awesome.
already said hers. Bio-Lantern as a monster, but the host 2006. That's not bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Favorite ghost movie?
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters and 13 Ghosts.
13 Ghosts is amazing.
How's it going, Opal?
Good morning.
Morning, Opal.
You sound like you're dying.
I woke up at 5 and I'm sleepy.
You woke up at 5 and immediately jumped on my stream. How sweet of you.
Yeah, I've
She's in
never
the same
seen.
time zone as I am, aren't you?
I've never seen Ghostbusters.
What?
What?
What? No.
I know,
How?
I know the basic plot. 4 dudes hunt ghosts,
Oh, it's
That's
so
not
much
even
more
close.
than that.
and then
This is
comedic
so much more.
hijinks ensues, pretty much, and then they win in the end.
That's a pretty good descriptor of the movie, yes, but it's the comedic hijinks that goes through it is the movie itself. It's why people were so pissed off at the Ghostbusters 2016 version.
Oh, don't get me
Because
fucking started
Ghostbusters
with that.
I don't
2016
have
was
to.
horrible.
I don't have to ever know anything about Ghostbusters to know that that one was horrible.
Oh,
Like,
it was so terrible. I can't believe I watched the whole fucking movie.
Beetlejuice is another good ghost movie.
Oh,
Definitely.
Beetlejuice is a good one too.
Never saw Beetlejuice.
a good
Oh
one.
my God, Opal!
Oh, cartoon.
No.
No, the cartoon doesn't match the movies.
There is this amazing thing.
Michael Keaton is the classic Beetlejuice. Like, oh my god.
There is this amazing thing called YouTube that if you look up Beetlejuice, you can probably watch the entire movie for free. It's the same thing with Ghostbusters.
Yep.
I don't know. Isn't Michael Keaton that guy from Good Burger?
Wait, what?
She's quoting Good Burger. Someone save us
Isn't Michael
all.
Keaton from Good Burger?
Not that Michael Keaton.
But they have the same name.
God help me.
Oh, God.
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice. I don't care what you do to take me out of this situation.
Oh, my God.
I
How
think the
can you
basic
have no-
premise.
What's the basic
Please
premise
don't
of
tell me you've
Beetlejuice?
never watched Star Wars or you've never watched Star Trek.
I mean, Beetlejuice is basically a Deadpool ghost, and he comes when you say his name 3 times.
No.
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 He
There
doesn't
is no
break the
breaking
fourth
of
wall.
the fourth wall.
So he's weaker than
He's an
Deadpool?
annoying, obnoxious motherfucker. That's all he is.
So like
Who
Deadpool.
does stupid shit.
So basically Ghost Deadpool.
He
God
wants
damn it, Opal.
attention. He's the biggest troll in the world. He's like a classic troll.
I saw the prequels when I was a little kid of Star Wars with my dad, and then I fell asleep through some of it, but I know the basic plot.
What have you actually watched for movies?
Disney movies. I can tell you anything
She's
about
a
a
Disney
Disney
kid.
movie.
She's a Disney kid, Antoine.
Well, I was.
Please don't tell me you're like a big Lizzie McGuire fan.
I didn't like Lizzie McGuire. If it wasn't animated, I wasn't allowed to watch it.
Wow.
I wasn't allowed to watch the Disney Channel also.
See you later, Skip.
Bye, Skip.
But I was allowed to watch.
Bye,
Wait,
Skip.
your parents didn't let you watch TV or something, or what?
I was only allowed to watch like Disney movies and Toon Disney, but I couldn't watch the Disney Channel. And I could
They let you watch
watch
Toon Disney, but they didn't let you watch like the live action stuff.
yeah,
or
not the
IRL
live
stuff?
action stuff, and I could watch Boomerang
That's all you could watch.
and Disney movies.
You were depraved as a child.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yes.
like when I was with my
You
dad.
didn't grow up in the '80s, did you?
I was born in 1996.
Okay, never mind. That's why. You never got
I
the
am.
you never got the treatment of the '80s. Like I grew up in the '80s and '90s.
All right, there is a
Yeah.
request from Lo-Fi, and she is very adamant about it. She's
Yep.
going to go pee, and when she gets back, she wants to know what our favorite real-life animal monster movies are. So we
Oh
have
my
until
gosh.
she gets back.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, when I was old, my dad would try and sneak movies because my parents were divorced. I saw the prequels of Star Wars, and he
So
took us
like
to
what?
see
Your mom
Lord of
just
the
didn't want you going to see movies and stuff, or what?
No, she only trusted Disney.
Uh,
I wasn't
Ca-
even allowed to watch SpongeBob, and
you're not
Oh,
missing
God.
anything with SpongeBob.
You're not missing
Carol,
anything.
those are called found footage movies.
I
What did she say?
She's what is the stuff the Blair Witch Project is called? Those are found footage
Oh,
movies.
yeah. I hated
What
the
I
Blair
like
Witch
to call
Project
them,
series.
what I like to call them, is paying $20 for motion sickness.
Yes.
Yes.
Even
Uh,
even watching the very first Cloverfield movie, I got sick.
I actually can't watch Blair Witch Project because it actually makes me sick. It screws with my motion sickness so bad that I actually threw up, and my friends made fun of me for 2 days, thinking, "Oh, you got so scared." I was like, "No, it was the motion sickness." Thank you.
The
I watch
movement.
people explain the movies on YouTube. I think I
So-
have the basic plot down.
So what you're saying is you
Opal,
watch reviews.
Yeah,
Opal, you've never really watched movies, or it's just like it's not your thing, or it's you don't have the
I
time.
haven't.
Or...
I haven't been to a movie in like 4 years.
Oh man, Antoine, I'm getting an idea for a new movie series. It's bring Opal to the movies, and we make her watch some of these classic 1980s, 1990s movies. We should make her watch like the original Nightmare on Elm Street first.
All right,
Totally turn her off for movies.
Okay.
Lo-Fi is back, so we must announce our favorite real life animal monster movies. And if I
Real
can't
life.
use, see you later, Carol. If I can't use
Bye,
a movie
Carol.
that I already used, which is Jaws, I'm gonna have to say Deep Blue Sea.
I've never seen
Blue Sea is
Jaws
good.
or Deep Blue Sea.
You've never seen Opal? God damn it! God fucking Opal, seriously? You have never seen Jaws?
This poor girl, I think, has never seen anything like fun. So I said we could do a whole series with her watching movies and listening to her reactions.
The basic plot is they
It'd
go
be
hunt a
epic.
giant shark, and then there's like
There's so much more than that. There's so much more to that movie.
there's like a mean coach or a mean mayor that's preventing them from hunting the shark, doing what the good guy needs to do.
No, not really.
No. Okay.
No.
So
The whole time's all about it.
I have to say Deep Blue Sea. Lo-Fi is Eight-Legged Freaks, which is an amazing movie. It's hilarious.
Congo.
It's made by the same people who did Gremlins. So that's why if you listen to it loud enough, you can actually, when the spiders get really big, you can hear them kind of chittering and stuff like that. And one of my favorite parts of Eight-Legged Freaks is the spiders are overrunning the town. They're going to the mall, which is a dig at Day of the Dead or Dawn of the Dead.
It is.
Oh
my gosh.
One dude is trying to get to a car, and he sees a trapdoor spider, and he throws something down on top of it. I think it's a plank of wood or a ladder or something to walk over it, and you can hear the spider kind of doing a Yosemite Sam kind of, and then he gets in the car and runs or drives away. It's the movie. The movie does not take its and it's hilarious.
It's a great movie though. Congo is one of my favorites.
When Mars Attacks gave me nightmares as a kid. That's a scary movie, right?
No,
No.
it's a comedy.
Definitely.
It's a science fiction comedy. You can't take that movie seriously.
What do you guys got? What's your favorite?
Congo.
Large Congo. That's a good one.
Congo. Yep. That movie scared the fuck out of me the first time I watched it.
I can't say it's necessarily an animal monster movie.
Oh, dude, those fucking gorillas were fucking monsters.
Well, I understand that, but I could definitely say that was more of a suspense movie. Now,
it's that too, yeah.
But it's more. I mean, you could say Jurassic Park or something like that for that, but
Jurassic Park 2 is a classic.
Which Congo again was written by Michael Crichton.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Which I read the
book is amazing.
The book,
I love the book.
The Jurassic Park book, not so much, because the first half of the fucking book is all this technical jargon bullshit and nothing happens.
Yeah, nothing. There's no proper build up in the Jurassic Park books.
All right, Kelsey, what you got?
If you skip the first half of the book, you're good.
Do I need to add that I've also never seen any of the Jurassic Park movies?
Oh, Jesus
You've
Christ.
never watched a Spielberg movie. Antoine, shoot me.
I got you covered.
I know the basic plot.
Okay. Cassie, before, please, Cassie, just tell me the movie before I lose my temper. Come on.
I saw the
Hilariously enough, my favorite one is Arachnophobia.
No, we're talking about giant animal monster type thing. Like,
oh, then ain't like freaks.
Okay.
Like,
oh my god, yeah.
What's really funny about it is my dad wanted to show me that one to watch me freak out because he always got a giggle whenever I had my attacks.
Spiders are not animals.
They're arachnids. They're better than they're better than animals.
Lo-Fi says that you can use arachnophobia.
Yes, thank you, Lo. I love you. Lo's on my side at least. But I know one of them.
Oh, Opal. Darling Opal.
Yeah.
Knowing the review of the movie and watching the movie
not the same.
Are not the same.
I watched a lot of Phelan and Nostalgia Critic before it turned out Channel Awesome was bad. I watched a lot of those channels and Cineflix, Movies Explained.
Oh dear Lord.
Cujo is a good one. Okay,
Cujo is a good one.
Now I will admit, Nostalgia Critic does a really good job of not just telling the basic premise of the movie, but actually showing the movie itself, like giving you a good story. You know, you get to learn the story and stuff like that. But I don't know about the other ones. I've never heard of the other ones. They are not an animal. I don't care, Graham.
I watch a lot of I Love Lucy and Twilight Zone.
I thought she was going to just stop at Twilight, and then I was going to have to kick her.
I did not my stepsister dragged me to Twilight when I was younger. I hate Twilight. That's also why I haven't gone to see movies. She
has been redeemed just a very, very little bit. She has been redeemed.
I also haven't seen the last 4 Harry Potter movies.
Oh man.
Ren says Nostalgia Critic quit from Channel Awesome, so that's
really.
I'm not surprised. I'm honestly not surprised.
I hope he can redeem himself. I'm a big fan of Nostalgia Critic. I love his review of the Lorax and stuff.
How's it going, Numbed?
Good morning, Numbed.
Hey, Numbed. How you doing, sir?
Opal, have you seen 50 Shades of Grey?
No.
Oh God!
Oh, good.
Don't
It is.
don't do it.
I don't
It is.
I don't want to work for Channel Awesome. I'm sorry.
I've seen the review, and it's not an accurate portrait of the lifestyle. It is abuse, just from reading a paragraph.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
We know.
Yeah.
Oh God. All right, what's another genre we can talk about that Opal's never seen? I mean, we haven't talked about Disney movies yet.
We could talk
Oh
about
God!
Disney.
Hey, she can relate then.
Antoine reviews. No, the person who's going to
Oh, that'd
look.
be. That's a
Antoine.
great idea, Antoine. A
Antoine
review
does not
series
do
with you.
Antoine does not do movie reviews, but I
Oh,
did
come on! You
promise
could do it on
Brahms.
Antoine the Great's channel.
Opal
You could
reacts.
totally do that on Antoine's the Great channel, and you could do like a talk.
I did promise that I would let Brahms do a movie review. So Brahms will be doing a movie review. He has told me what the movie is going to be.
It's okay.
I'm not going to spoil it. I'm just going to let it happen.
Just
So
it's going to be entertaining.
There will be an eventual movie review on my channel if you guys like it. Thank you.
Gone.
If your IQ doesn't drop after.
Yes, Opal, my accent has been gone for this entire stream. You're just realizing this now? We have been talking for 15 minutes.
I don't notice things quickly.
I am not doing Channel Awesome stuff. Antoine reviews it so you don't have to. You know, I'm pretty sure Nostalgia Critic, even with Doug Walker quitting Channel Awesome, Nostalgia Critic or Channel Awesome can still sue me for stealing their catchphrase.
Yeah, the Nostalgia Critic, like the ownership of it. Doug Walker was basically like a mascot, and the title of Nostalgia Critic, the name is actually owned by the producer, and the producer could sue you.
Yeah, so I don't want to get sued by Channel Awesome because they're losing all of their business.
There's a lot of copyright, actually. It's very interesting how serious they take this.
Since Ren is in the chat, Ren, when is the reading thing gonna happen that I recorded lines for you? Antoine porn reviews. I'm gonna pass on that one too.
Is chocolate milk a breakfast food?
Yes. Possibly. I mean, it is milk, but you're adding chocolate to it. I have no idea.
Okay, who muted me?
I did, because you weren't letting me talk. Because you weren't letting me talk, asshole.
Sorry about that. Oops. Yeah, you know what the sad thing is for like the last, I don't know how long, I've been talking thinking that you guys were hearing me, and I was like, oh man, they're just fucking ignoring me.
No, we really were ignoring you.
What went on with the whole Channel Awesome stuff? I never really followed into that stuff, but like I know that there's a huge fallout, but what ended up causing
what do you want to know about first? Do you want to know about what happened with me and Twitter, or do you want to talk about Channel Awesome?
Oh, one or the other. It doesn't matter. Whichever one you feel privy to talk about first.
Well, Channel Awesome is easy. Ren says, should be good to go for Friday. I have to record some stuff for Igor today unless something crazy happens with Igor's job interview. Cool. I am looking forward to hearing it. I did some voice recording lines for Renovations for her reading series on a slash fiction that between me and Schmeckel.
Oh, okay.
It should be pretty good. It's short.
The thing you sent me, isn't it?
It is.
Oh my god, no, no.
What?
Oh my god.
You're just gonna have to. Ren, you're gonna have to link it to me on Twitter. I should be unbanned by then, but please tag me in it so I can see it.
If not, go ahead, still tag him. I can.
Oh, fucking hell. Okay.
Mr. LM002, $5 super chat. Is cereal soup? Discuss. At Opal, did you get a new mic? You sound different.
I don't have my headset.
She sounds older.
Okay. Is cereal soup? No.
No.
No, it's not.
No. Wait.
Soup implies a water base.
No, that's not true either. Soup had
No,
there are
that's not
five.
true.
There are 5 base.
So the baby
Soups.
doesn't like chocolate milk.
Oh my God.
That you know what? That's not weird. My daughter doesn't like chocolate milk either, so it's not too weird.
My daughter only likes chocolate almond milk. That's the only one. That's the only
cereal
thing
is
she likes.
not a soup. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
and
it's not
that
soup.
question is stupid.
Why
Okay,
would
so-
you ask that question?
It's one of the. Well, this is another one of those questions. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No.
Not. Is a hoagie a
It
sandwich?
ain't. No.
How is a hoagie not a
A
sandwich?
hoagie's a fucking sandwich. It's a hoagie.
It's a sandwich.
Flat and thin.
No, a sandwich meat is 2 separated pieces of bread put on top with stuff in between
so
them.
a meatball. Wait. A meatball sub
Is a
not
sub.
a sandwich, which is a sandwich.
it's a sub.
Sub sandwich. Sub sandwich.
I don't count it as that. They're separate.
Substandard sandwich.
Hey, don't you insult the meatball subs. They're delicious.
A hoagie is considered a sandwich.
Is
and
a
that
hot
is meat.
dog a white person's taco?
It is.
No, it's not.
Because we like big, solid, cylindrical, phallic-shaped items being stuffed in our mouths.
Anyway, a hoagie is considered a sandwich, which is a long piece of bread separated in the middle with meat in between. So, in essence, you could say a hot dog is a hoagie. It's a sausage. Now, hot dogs are just cheap sausages with all the bits and stuff of leftover pigs and cows and shit. In between,
It's the leftover bullcrap. It's basically bologna put into a giant tube.
Yes.
My
But it is-
son just spilled his sippy cup into my purse. I gotta go.
I love your kid.
So, in essence, if we're taking into consideration, I can't believe I'm fucking talking about this. If we take into consideration
Me either.
that a hoagie is a sandwich,
Who donated that $5? Who donated that?
That would be Mr. LM002.
God damn you, LM002! God damn you!
cereal in liquid is not a soup because you can put cereal in water if you want to. You can put cereal in juice. That doesn't
I
necessarily.
put orange
mean
juice
it's
on
a
my
soup.
cereal.
A soup is a base of ingredients that are made to be
You
considered.
know what's
part
really
of a
good?
meal.
You know what's really good? You know, putting Cheerios in your coffee in the morning.
What the fuck? You ruined your coffee!
You know what's good?
Why, Opal? Why?
You know what's good? Chocolate milk and Frosted Flakes. Or Frosted Flakes and coffee.
Actually, Frosted Flakes and chocolate milk is pretty good.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Y'all are weird.
Hey, you knew this?
You know, I like chocolate milk and cinnamon toast crunch.
I've never had that.
It's really good.
Okay.
King, you
eat
gotta
your
Fucking
McDonald's
awesome.
breakfast. You eat your McDonald's. Eat the biscuit. Eat it. Okay, why are you...
Is that better?
Because they're saying you are overpowering all of us.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Is that better?
Eat. Why don't
Yes.
you want to eat? It's food. Please eat.
See, beer in a cereal. That's disgusting. Akuma,
That-
I hate you. Is vaginal bacon in the middle of 2 duck
Ew,
penises a
no,
sandwich?
no.
What?
No.
We're not getting into that.
We were dropping that right now. No.
Shut up,
done.
Lo-Fi.
That
Don't
$5
answer that
champ is
question.
I had
Okay.
I had boiled duck fetus.
We're way off
Pretty
topic.
good.
Back over to Channel Awesome. What the fuck did they do to fuck their channel up so bad?
They
Okay.
abused their creators like fuckingly horrible. And there was
So,
actual real cases of sexism.
and sexual harassment and actual
And
harassment, poor working conditions. They made it so that
horrible working conditions.
yeah,
They had
they
to remember
basically said,
they had
"Go
to be
on."
reminded to have water on set.
Seriously?
Yes, they
Yeah,
had to be reminded by their
they
HR.
also,
They fired their HR person, by the way,
yeah,
and they had to be reminded.
they also would force. Someone got fired for not showing up to a meeting, an online meeting for 10 minutes late. They fired her, and then the they also wouldn't let them link Patreon and shit like that in their own videos.
Seriously?
Yeah, so basically there was a mass exodus.
Wow.
No, oatmeal is not a stew.
Stop that shit! God damn. Okay, back onto the Twitter shit.
Okay. Hold on. Ren says sexual assault allegations treated their content creators like crap, and one guy was accused of grooming younger fans and was accused of rape. Bad stuff. That was like covered up. Yeah, it was pretty much shit all the way
Holy
around.
shit, really?
Yeah.
They also will not give out the alleged child groomer's name out.
Yeah,
They just fired him
it's
in
just bad
secretly.
things. Just bad things.
Apparently on set, one of the girls passed out because she was doing the cross for like hours and hours, and then another person, their knee was bashed in because of a horrible like working conditions, and they were also acting in like freezing cold weathers wherever.
And extremely hot temperatures as well.
Yeah.
One story was is they were doing something where they had all of their actors in an attic, and it was like 98 degrees out, and they said,
Oh,
they
jeez.
gave a couple of bottles of water and said, "You stay in here until we need you."
What?
And in
Yep.
a couple of cases, some of the people were fired, and they didn't even know they were fired. They're like, "Oh yeah, by the way, you're fired," when they asked about it. It's like, "Oh yeah, we fired you like 2 weeks ago."
Yeah.
What?
Ren says if you want to find out more details, look up the social injustice warrior.
Social injustice
Yeah.
warrior. Okay.
Yeah. His name is V Infuso, who's actually pretty good.
He did a really good 3-part video on it. It pretty much summarizes everything.
Oh, I'll look that up then.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
And
really
then
good.
Lo-Fi says they forced the girl with the knee to sign a no blame contract after she got hurt.
Yeah,
Basically,
What? Really?
absolving them of any of the
and like
problems.
apparently when she quit, she signed on the contract that she couldn't work in the industry for another person for 3 years.
Yeah,
Wow.
so yeah, pretty much Channel Awesome, and the person who ran Channel Awesome is just a giant walking pile
Cunt.
of douche. Yeah.
Like apparently, if any of the female workers brought up any concerns, they were told that they were troublemakers and bitches, and if a guy brought up any concern, they would sort of listen to him.
So
Oh, wow.
Lo-Fi says Kilroy's translate Channel Awesome.
Um,
That's
All
a good
right.
one.
a
Okay,
lot
so
of people, Doug Walker was ignorant allegedly to everything. He thought everything was hunky dory.
well, of course he did. He's one of the main talents. They're gonna make sure he thinks everything's fine. Did you go into a fucking parking garage, King?
No, I'm actually at a gas station. Just a moment. I gotta mute myself, but I'm listening.
I'm trying to get the baby to eat this McDonald's biscuit.
So, as for my Twitter thing, since King's the only one who doesn't apparently know, I got banned because this little punk named the Hellion 666 decided to threaten my job, threaten my family, and threaten my livelihood. And I retweeted him and called him a moral fag and defended anonymity because of moral fags like him. And he reported my tweet for calling him a fag, and I appealed it. Twitter said, "Nope, sorry, you broke TOS, so you have to have a 7-day ban, which is why I haven't posted anything on Twitter in the last few days, because I can't. I can't like anything. I can't retweet anything. I can't post anything. I can't send pictures. Shut up, numbskull. And I can't. The only thing I can do is I can browse Twitter and I can send DMs, and I cannot send pictures in DMs. Come to find out that this little bastard also got reported, and he has been suspended. I don't know if he's been permabanned or not, or anything like that. But his name is Kenny, and he works on a farm that he doesn't own, that he works for his brother and his brother's wife. He has 0 followers, and he looks like... here, I will stop sharing the beautiful ladies of Overwatch so I can show you what this idiot looks like.
His name is Kenny.
Oh, please do, please do. I want to know what this cunt looks like.
His name
Let's
is
do
Kenny,
this.
so I think I'm gonna be unimpressed or disappointed.
I made a comment. I was hoping to try to spur him into something, but that must have been when he got banned.
Hold on.
Damn it! Why am I watching Little Einstein? No!
What?
This is what Kenny looks like.
Is this the 90s?
Oh, this is his profile picture off of metaldate.com.
Wow.
I don't know.
Oh my god. Oh
And
my god.
this up here is what he said. If you're going to act like petulant child online, your employers may be interested in knowing. Understand that the repercussions of them gaining that knowledge. You'd better hope you're self-employed, because once I'm done with this community, there will be a lot of jobs open.
Why
Actually-
would he want to do that?
Because he's his
That's
own
so good to know.
petulant little child who wants to try to make some sort of big splash and sound like some royal badass, whereas clearly in his profile picture he looks like he's prepubescent boy who's probably never seen a girl. Hey Kenny, go join MGTOW. MGTOW. They are your brothers.
Wait,
Go have fun.
wait. There's more. This is his actual profile.
Oh god, I'm not ready for this.
You are not prepared.
I am not.
I'm prepared.
I'm definitely okay. I want to read this. I'm definitely
metal dating.
Yes.
okay. So the
So
about
this guy,
myself.
like,
I am definitely an easygoing type of person and also very down to earth. I love metal, of course. Duh, all of us here have a love for hard rock and metal bands. I love to get outside for walks, cycling around, just enjoying life as much as possible because this is what life is all about, enjoyment. I'm crazy about art and being creative in that format. I love to draw a lot. It's my favorite thing in the world because next to listening to my fave metal or hard rock bands. Okay, first off.
Yes,
First
Grim.
off.
Hold on. Let me answer Grim. Grim, this is the guy that MPG Lion mentioned. And if you watch his video, the stuff that he's pointing out in the slideshow, that's some of the stuff that I was responding to. And my tag is actually in there on 2 of them. So, but yes, if you click on Cassie's name, she does have a YouTube channel. And you can go subscribe to her, because what's going to get her to make videos.
Okay. So I will start making
Good morning,
videos.
Magog.
Move first. Magog! Hi, Magog!
Hey, Magog.
Yes, Shh, you weren't supposed to mention the ass rape yet, Magog. God damn it.
It's his
That
greeting.
sounds too excited or consensual to be raped.
It's a Morse-Scar greeting. That's what you have to do. That's how fucking cringy
That
this
sounds
is.
like too much of a...
good morning, Magog.
That sounds like too much affirmative consent to me.
Magog, this is the bastard that got me banned on Twitter. So
Boo!
Boo.
I don't like his holier than thou immature attitude.
Yeah, he's a moral fag, and I called him a moral fag.
I'm
That's
still
why he got me
kind of
banned.
confused as to why it is he's able to, like, why he even wants to say he's a metal dude. Like, his stuff is all into, like, I'm just confused.
Aren't metalheads supposed to be like, I don't know, not like this? Coffee's not kicking
Mo-
in.
Yes, that's why I'm confused. They are not like this.
Yeah, most of them are not like this at all.
I don't want to generalize people, but I
He-
assume metalheads are not like this.
No, they're not.
No, he doesn't. This all started because he didn't like MTG headquarters, and I've had.
In other
I've
words,
had my
he's an
run-ins with him before.
SJW.
Yes, and I've had my run-ins with him
Metalheads are very
before.
troubling.
Now,
Yeah,
what's
no,
great
metalheads are
is
nice.
I
That's
decided
why I'm
to.
like, what the fuck? This guy is not nice, and metalheads are usually nice people.
Well,
They're
you
usually
see,
pretty
McGaw,
laid back and fun.
Yeah.
I'm trying to answer the chat. God damn it! Shut up.
Metalheads are always nice to me, at least.
The reason he wants to date metal is because he works on a farm, and it's the closest thing he's ever going to get to pussy.
I
Nope. Nope. I'm not reading that one. You go. Someone go right ahead.
Mr.
Cassie,
Allen
it's up to you.
again for $5 super chat. We've got Opal doesn't understand the concept of affirmative consent. Ask her about the pinky dick rape incident.
Oh my God.
I didn't know it was bad.
Opal, how did you not know it was bad?
It was my first time.
So wait. For your first time that a guy shows you his dick, your reaction is then to, hey, look, there's a hole at the end of this. I'm going to stick my pinky into it up to the first knuckle.
Yeah. It just slid in, so I thought it was okay.
It just slid in.
Like, I went past
What
my
kind of
nail.
type of fucking penis does he have?
I don't know. That's why I thought it was okay.
Were you sure you weren't meeting a horse?
I don't know. It just went in. Like, I definitely got past my nail.
No, Akuma, we're never trying this ever.
He didn't even notice until I moved.
Oh my God! Why?
Because I twitched.
Why?
It was very awkward. We were at the movie. We were at the movie theater.
What? Wait, what?
Coincidentally, that was 4 years ago. That was the last movie she went to. It was so traumatic.
Yeah. I think it was Ice Age.
Okay, let's go through this real quick. You went to a kids movie to fool around with your date,
Yeah.
in which the first time you saw his penis, you stuck your finger in it.
Yeah.
In a theater with kids around you.
No, it was practically empty.
Practically empty doesn't mean empty, Opal. It means there were people there.
Yeah.
With their kids.
Oh, I didn't think anybody was gonna see Ice Age.
So what? Like, he just whipped it out and said, "Hey, baby, suck this," and you put your finger in?
No, he was just playing with. He's like, "Yeah, you can touch it," and I'm like, "Yeah, I can touch it." And then I touched
Yeah,
it.
you can touch my anaconda. Mm-hmm.
King, shut up. King,
No,
shut
King,
up.
keep going.
We're moving on far far away from this conversation. Really, really far away
You
from this
guys want to guess
conversation.
how old I was?
Yeah, Dick Token ain't very fun.
I don't 17, 16, 17?
Younger.
All right, we're moving away from this conversation. It's
Oh
done.
yeah,
Nope, it's
we
over.
are done.
We're done. We're done. Nope, we're done.
No,
Okay, so let's go back to talking about what we were talking about before Opal joined the stream, which was movies. Oh, God damn it!
it's okay. Breathe.
I'm
Magog, you should come on here and talk about your favorite movies.
Magog is on his way to school.
Just
He's
do a
on
night
his-
ride like I do. Just fucking
He's
talk.
on his way to school.
Yes, when that guy tells the story, there are tears, lots of tears.
I imagine him with
cringing.
like a little knapsack, just skipping to school, skipping on his way to school.
No, I can't watch Ice Age ever again because I'm gonna remember that, and it's just gonna be burned in my mind.
I really did not. It was like the movie was like almost over. Like they were gonna take it out of the movie theater soon, and I really didn't think anybody was gonna see it.
What movie were you watching?
So we're moving on. Moving on. Let's talk about our favorite. Let's talk about our favorite Disney movies. And everyone pick a favorite Disney movie so we can stop talking about this, and then we'll get on to some other stuff. Oh my God.
Oh Jesus.
Cassie, what's your favorite Disney movie? I think we've
Beauty and the
touched
Beast.
on almost every genre, so this is
Yeah, almost everyone. And mine is Beauty. My favorite Disney's Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, the Beast.
Yeah, no to the Disney princess movies.
Shut up, Lo-Fi. Shut up, Lo-Fi.
What did Lo-Fi say? What did Lo-Fi say?
She said so when the squirrel splits the iceberg with the nut. That's basically Opal shoving her finger down.
That's
I
beautiful.
also have some CNA training, and I know how to insert a catheter. That's helpful.
No.
I know how to not mess up.
No, God, no, please, no, please. Okay,
So,
Opal.
Magog says
Opal.
Songs of the South, which is actually pretty clever, although I saw that coming. Apparently
Yeah.
the guy didn't. So what is we got Beauty and the Beast, Songs of the South. King, what's your favorite Disney movie?
Toy Story.
Okay. Lo-Fi, what's your favorite Disney movie?
I love Toy Story. I can't help it, man.
And Opal, go ahead.
It's the Brokeback Mountain of Disney.
Okay, Opal's Lo-Fi says Ratatouille.
Well, Ratatouille was good too. Opal, you're muted.
No, that's fine. My favorite Disney movie is Lilo and Stitch.
I like Hercules, but I also like Rapunzel. I like Rapunzel, the animated series. And I also like Frozen. But I also like Hercules, Aladdin. I like all the Disney movies.
Okay. All right. So Ren asks, which Disney princess would each of us be?
No
Opal.
comment.
Opal is Maleficent because
She's not
just
a princess.
that you know of. No, I
want to be Belle from Beauty and the Beast.
you're not Belle.
No.
No, I want to be Elena of Avalor. She is the first Latina Disney princess. Her movie was amazing.
Yes, pee hole pinky rape. Yes, McCall.
Fuck that shit. I'd rather be the mutant. At least I can freeze people.
You what?
I said, fuck that shit. I'd rather be the mutant. I'd rather be the one that can freeze people.
You want to be Elsa?
It's the one mutant and out of all of the Disney princesses, yes.
No. Hold on, my earphone fell. No, I would be Rapunzel. Yeah, Rapunzel, because her hair is magic. She can heal people with her hair and use it like a whip and rope.
King is
Until the end of the
hunchback
movie
from
when they took that
Notre
away.
Dame.
Yes. Yes.
Her hair comes back in the animated series.
Oh, I don't care about the animated series. The
Well,
movie's what's important.
her hair comes back in the animated series.
Like, I would say Opal is Princess Sophia.
I'm finding out what being brilliant was all about. Sophia,
She's got the princess, the magic amulet.
nothing in my way. It's an adventure every day.
Oh my god.
Ooh, here's a good one. Favorite Disney cartoon series?
No, we don't. That was racist.
Who said that?
Rapunzel would be into some serious kinky BDSM with healing hair. Think about it. I don't want to think about it.
That would be kind of kinky.
No.
Actually, or Disney TV series or cartoon series.
Is there a Disney princess that makes and then drinks blue coffee? You know, I don't think so. I haven't heard of that Disney princess, but I'm assuming it's bad. Even when she sings, she sounds like a mouse farting. Oh my god. Oh, good morning,
God.
Ishtar.
Hi, Ishtar.
You joined just as we're gonna end the stream.
Yeah, it's Ishtar. Yeah.
I was talking this entire time.
I'm okay with this because I
don't.
don't know what you were talking about, but I'm sure it was really, 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 really important.
I'm gonna send you a picture of my blue coffee.
No, I don't want to pick. I've seen your blue coffee.
And
Blue
it's
coffee?
delicious. I made blue coffee by accident, and it's delicious. And I'm gonna patent that. If you add edible glitter and make it into a frappuccino, it's awesome.
I agree with Magog. Gargoyles is the best Disney cartoon.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. I loved.
I love gargoyles.
Don't. And the amazing roboting king.
Yes. Night Akuma.
Son of a bitch!
Is there a lot of wind?
And I'm in an area where I should be getting good
Or
shit.
can you hear me?
We can hear you,
I can
darling.
hear you.
So this
Here,
might be
Lo-Fi.
the only non-windy day in Denmark.
We need
Sounds
a,
beautiful out.
we need a Denmark princess so Lo-Fi can have some representation.
All right. It has been about 2 hours. So, thank you very much for joining us on this chill stream and talking about movies and whatever the fuck Opal wants to talk about.
Dick rape!
I think I'm gonna try making
I just yelled
tea
dick
coffee.
rape really loud in school.
You did.
Dick rape!
Thank you for joining me,
Dick
guys.
rape.
I will see you guys next time. Remember, is it Tuesday? It is Tuesday, right?
It is
It is Tuesday.
Yep.
Today at 4 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time, you can join me, my co-host Lo-Fi, and of course Brockus and Zell on Proper
Dick
Villains
rape.
Live for
Dick rape!
God damn it!
I'm
I will
just
see you guys
stuffing
later.
some
No, stop! Don't.
cheese.
I
Ass
don't
rape!
realize now on your. Shut up, King.
DuckTales. Whee!
Okay, and tomorrow tune in for Not Safe for Wednesday on the Con stream, and also on Saturday tune in for Lo-Fi Rates the World on Help for the Guiltless.
See you guys all later.
Bye, guys.